So Apple released iOS 26.4 and this update brings some really useful changes that most people won't even notice. But once you see them, you'll probably start using them every day. Let's start with some of the most important features first. Inside settings, there is a new option in the camera that a lot of people will miss. If you go to the settings, then camera, then record sound, you'll now see something called audio zone. This lets you control how your iPhone records audio when filming. When it's turned on, your iPhone focuses the audio on the subject you're recording, which is great if you are filming a person and want clearer voice. But now you can also turn it off if you want more natural or surrounding sound. So basically, you get more control depending on how you shoot your videos, which is really useful for content creators. Another useful addition is related to data usage. Your iPhone can now show you more detailed information about how your data is being used across devices. So if you go into your settings, you'll be able to see which devices are using your data and get a clearer view of your usage. This is especially helpful if you're sharing data or just want more control and awareness over your internet usage. Now, moving into accessibility, which is another area that got important improvements. There is a new feature that reduces bright flashes when you interact with your screen. If you've ever noticed sudden flashes when tapping or switching apps, this update makes everything feel much softer on your eyes. To turn it on, go to the settings, then accessibility, then display and text size, and enable reduce bright effects. It's a small setting, but it makes a big difference, especially at night. Also, in accessibility, Apple improved captions and subtitles. Now, when you're watching videos inside apps that support Apple's built in video player, like Apple TV or other apps using the same system, you can tap the captions icon and instantly access subtitle settings right there. So you don't have to go into settings anymore. Another important change is in reduce motion. If you don't like too many animations or motion effects, this setting now works more constantly across the system, reducing those liquid glass animations and making everything feel smoother and more stable. Now, here is something you'll notice immediately. The App Store search bar has been moved. Before it was at the bottom of the screen, but now it is at the top. It might seem small, but it actually makes searching faster and more natural. After that, we also get some new emojis. There are 8 new ones, including an orca, a trombone, a landslide, a ballet dancer, and a distorted face. So, if you like messaging or creating content, you'll definitely notice these. Now, here is a really nice everyday improvement. The wallpaper section has been redesigned. When you go to customize your wallpaper, categories like weather and astronomy are no longer pre downloaded. Instead, you'll see a Get button, so you can download wallpapers only when you want them. This helps save storage and keeps your wallpaper gallery cleaner. And what's even better is that you can now remove wallpapers from your gallery. So if you download something and don't like it later, you can just delete it. Now moving into productivity. In the Reminders app, you can now mark reminders as urgent directly from the quick toolbar or by tapping and holding on a reminder. Then you can filter your list to only show urgent tasks, which is great if you want to focus on priorities. Typing also got a small upgrade. The keyboard is now more accurate when typing quickly, so you'll notice fewer mistakes and better autocorrect over time. There's also an improvement in family sharing. Now, adults in the group can use their own payment method when making purchases instead of depending on the family organizers. The Freeform app also got an update with more advanced image creation and editing tools, along with access to a premium content library through Apple Creator Studio. Now, let's talk about Apple Music. There is a feature called Playlist Playground currently in beta, which lets you generate a playlist just by describing it. So you can type something like chill evening music and it creates a full playlist for you. There is also a new concerts feature that helps you discover live events near you and suggest artists based on your taste. Another really useful addition is offline music recognition. You can now identify songs even without internet, and once you are back online, it will show you the result. There's also a new ambient music widget that gives you quick access to playlists for sleep, relaxation, productivity, and well-being. And finally, Apple Music now includes full screen animated background for albums and playlists, making everything feel more immersive. Before we finish, like every update, iOS 26.4 also includes bug fixes and performance improvements. So even if you don't care about the new features, your iPhone should feel smoother and more stable. Also, support for the new AirPods Max 2 has been added, so your iPhone is ready if you plan to upgrade your headphones. So overall, this update isn't huge, but it's packed with small changes that actually improve your daily experience. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.